suppose it's more of an evening at the moment, isn't it? But regardless, you've made it through your work week, whatever your work week might happen to be, and that's incredible. I hope that you are acknowledging that for yourself. You made it through another work week, which is something to be proud of. And even if you don't think so, I'm still proud of you. Proud, proud, proud of you. I forgot that this microphone does not have directions. Well, that's a little embarrassing, isn't it? Oh well. We'll let it slide. We'll call it improvisational humor. How are you doing? How was your week? I know that we live in a situation right now where a lot of people don't like their jobs, and that can make the work week very tiring. And when you're finally done with it, even if it's just for a day or if it's for the whole week or a couple of days, we tend to feel like we don't want to waste our time off. We want to get up and visit family and friends and do all the things that are on those 7 different to-do lists that we've made for the week, because, of course, today is the day that you need to get your sock drawer in order, and you need to wipe down the table because you forgot to do that yesterday. Or you didn't throw out that box that you have had sitting in the corner of your room for the last week, and every time that you wake up, you see it and you go, today's the day that I recycle that thing. And then, come the end of the day, when you're going back to bed, that box is looking at you, and you're like, stay out of this box. I did my work today. I'll deal with you in the morning. But I really hope that even with all those lists and all that clutter going on in your mind that is telling you, oh, I need to be doing this, I need to be doing that, I need to be doing, I need to be doing, I need to be doing, I need to be doing. I hope that during this video you can turn that off for a moment. Just, do that little technique that some people do where you gently reach against the temple of your mind, against the side of your head, and you push all those thoughts against that side of your brain, and you just gently pull it away from you, and you don't have to make it disappear, you don't have to throw it out, you just leave it somewhere for now. You pull that irritating little, oh, I need to do this, I need to do this thought, and just lay it on your table and say, I'll get back to you. I'm not leaving you here, you're not going to be ignored, just for right now. I have other things to do. I have to listen to Will because he told me that I have to do this. And while we're talking about listening to Will, how about we take a couple of seconds to just breathe? Are you okay with that? Well, joke's on you. You don't have a choice. 'Cause that's right. You're on a Will Sleeps Not video. You have to do what I say. I'm just joking, of course. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But if you do want to, I hope that you sit up nice and straight if you're sitting. If you're laying, just continue laying. And just follow along to these instructions. So I want you to breathe in deep. And exhale. And we're going to do that again. Just collect all that stress that you have right now and just exhale it. Just all those things that have been bugging you throughout the week, those little things that feel like they don't add up. We're just gonna inhale, collect all those thoughts into our lungs and just breathe them out. Just scatter them to the wind, where they will vanish eventually. They say that dark thoughts will always be eradicated by sources of light. And in this case, even though it's nighttime, there's still moonlight. So eventually those thoughts will touch, or those experiences will touch that moonlight and will just disappear. Never to bother anybody ever again. And that's the name of the game, right? Let's do one more breath. Good. I'm glad that you joined me if you did. And if not, I hope that you're at least taking that time to relax. I feel like I've been talking a little bit too quickly during this video, so I'm going to try to slow down. I'm so used to talking at a fast pace because my mind likes to go faster than my mouth can. So if I want to express a thought or an idea, I need to keep up with it, and that can be difficult. And right now, I don't have to think about things. I'm just talking to you and letting you know how much I appreciate you and how proud I am of you for making it through the week, whatever your week might happen to be. I know that we all have different work schedules. Some of us do the classic 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. Some of us work during the weekend and through the beginning of the week. So I don't want to pick anything specific because everybody's lives work a little bit differently. But it doesn't matter if you're doing Monday to Friday, Wednesday to Sunday, Sunday to Wednesday, whatever your work week happens to be, you still made it, and I'm still proud of you for making it. Whether it was easy, whether it was hard, you still made it. And that's good, because we like having you here. Also, if you notice me peeking over to the right every now and then, is that the right? The left? Whichever way it happens to be. I'm very good at my lefts and rights, as you can see. I usually, before a video, I go, oh, I know exactly what I want to talk about. Yeah, we'll talk about this, and we'll talk about this. I realize realize I'm speeding up again, so we're going to reduce that speed a little bit. I want to talk about this, and I want to talk about this. And then when I start recording, my thoughts just go, just a cloud of letters and concepts and shapes. So I made a couple of notes for myself in case I get lost with my own thoughts, which sadly happens more often than I would like. Anyway, I'm talking about myself too much. We're talking about you right now. I hope that you are taking the time to relax. I mean, if you're clicking on an ASMR video, I hope that you're using that time to breathe, even if breathing is just listening to some individual on the internet telling you that they're proud of you. I hope that if you do drink tea, that you have a nice warm mug for yourself already. I find that on days where I'm overwhelmed or just getting caught up in everything, whatever everything might happen to be, sometimes it's nice to just go into the kitchen, turn on the kettle, toss the little tea bag in there, and just pour that hot water in and just watch those colorful swirls, spiral into that into the teapot or mug, whatever you happen to be using. I guess that makes it sound like I drink from a teapot. I don't use a mug. Who uses a mug? I just drink from the spout of a teapot. I like my tea direct from the source. Will, what are you doing? What is this video? My goodness. Calm yourself. But I do hope that you have a nice mug of tea. I know I definitely do, so. Using it to comfort myself while trying to comfort you. The cycle continues. You can live vicariously through my tea drinking. You're welcome. What is your favorite way to relax? I know that people have a variety of ways. I use video games personally, but some people like shows, or going for walks, or getting a massage, or cooking something that they really enjoy. If you don't mind, I would love, if you're still awake, of course, and are willing to write one of your favorite ways to relax in the comments. I know that feels very engagement-seeking, but I do genuinely want to know because I always enjoy learning about how people work. There might be something that hasn't crossed my mind before, and someone says, "Oh, I really enjoy a little bit of yoga or stretching when I need to relax." And that might potentially lead to me being like, maybe I'll give that a try. Let's go try a little bit of stretching every morning and see what that does. That might be something that I've started doing in the morning, so Maybe this is just me trying to establish that habit while talking about it. It's always an apologies. I'm going to probably be rambling here for a moment. The title of this video is probably going to be, like, you made it through the week, proud of you, bracket, soft speaking, whispering, rambling. But I've been thinking about this recently, that it can sometimes be so difficult to see or to tell if something that you're watching is genuine or not. Maybe this is just a cynical mindset, but it feels like more and more you find that people fake genuineness for the attention, I suppose. Maybe attention isn't the correct word, but I don't know. It's something that sits in my mind where sometimes I'll be watching something and I'll go, is that actually genuine? Or is this just engagement farming, I suppose? But it always makes me think of, there was this story I heard once, which is one that always sticks with me. It's the idea of selfishness and fear of selfishness. And it talks about how a man goes to his rabbi and says, "Rabbi, I wish to spend money to build an orphanage." And the rabbi responds with, "Well, that's incredible. Why would you, what is the issue there? That sounds like a great thing to do." And the man says, "Well, I'm worried that I'm doing it for ego reasons. I'm worried that I'm doing it in a non-selfless way, that I'm doing it to show the world how selfless I am." And the rabbi responds, "The orphans aren't going to care why the orphanage was built. They're just going to have a roof over their heads." And I guess at the end of the day, if the act, genuine or otherwise, makes people feel better, I think that should be the end result, nonetheless, at least when it comes to ASMR things. I don't know, maybe I'm just talking out my butt right now. Just, one of those little thoughts that I should probably just pull out of the side of my head through my temple and just lay on the table for later to bring it full circle. Maybe I should take my own advice, Do as I say, not how I act. Ah, well. It's the hypocrisy of humanity, I suppose. But that doesn't change the fact that I'm very glad that you've made it so far. And you're going to continue to go, because I know you can do that. But right now, you don't have to worry about that. I just want you to take the time off that you have and make sure that you're taking care of yourself. There's always the saying of, I'll sleep when I'm dead, or or something in that kind of category. But, there's another saying as well. You can't take care of others if you can't take care of yourself. And even if there aren't others that you immediately think about when it comes to that, remember your friends, remember your family, remember remember a significant other or an acquaintance. Taking care of yourself is taking care of them in some way. Maybe that didn't make any sense. I like to say things sometimes thinking that they have some profoundness to them, and then after I say them, there's oh no, that was just a cluster of words. How about I end this video with a slightly obscure reference? If this video did not help you relax, then just consider it a Midsummer Night's Dream. Alright, I hope that you have a good rest of your night. I hope that you have wonderful sleep, full of restful, enjoyable dreams. I hope that tomorrow you can wake up feeling refreshed, and I hope that you take some time to take care of yourself, whatever that might be for you. Okay? Good. I know you can do that. And even if you don't, I hope that you at least think about it. Sometimes having that little thought in your mind can be enough to do wonders for yourself. Anyway, before I get into another ramble, thank you so much for being here with me. I'm proud of you for making it this far. I hope that you get some good sleep. I hope that you get some good relaxation in, whatever that relaxing thing might be. And I hope to see you the next time that I see you. Alright? Appreciate you very much. Have a good night.